everybody, and welcome back to the Moneypit Homestead. We're on the road again today, and we're headed, as you saw the sign, back to Tennessee. Not back to Tennessee, but to Tennessee. We're going to get a new addition, and we'll surprise you later as to what they are. So you have to stay long enough to find out what we get. But when we get there to find out what we're getting, well, maybe we'll do a little filming there if they don't mind us filming. But then again, sometimes people don't like filming, so we don't want to be rude. Anyway, we're going to go on down the road here and drag you all along with us. And guess who's with me again today? Turn the camera around, honey.
I'm too sleepy to be on camera today.
Well, it is what it is.
Early in the morning. We're going to get into some traffic, it looks like. Well, if you've never been to Nashville, here's your chance to see it. Skyline of all the big buildings, all those city folk. They don't know what farming's all about. I do think the skyline of the city is really pretty though.
Yes, it is.
Especially when you pop over the hill and you see it like that. Even if it is a bumpy ride.
In half a mile, keep left at the fork to continue.
Well, we have arrived
At a brand new home.
Boy, brand new concrete driveway, brand new home. It still has tape on the windows, so they may not even moved in yet. Doesn't look like the country to me. Like a subdivision farm, but that works. I guess this guy in the orange. Oh, look, they have llamas. We are not getting llamas.
No, they're not.
All right.
Now this is what we got. I separated the males and females. I know you were interested in females.
We got females.
There's the males. Right here's the females. We got 12 females total.
And this is what we're planning on buying today. Little sheep. Aren't they adorable?
That little back smaller. Might have been a twin bird. Might have been born late. They started first week of June. Young started. Right from June. Last one was born.
Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing?
They still got the super males. I'm gonna keep that best male out there. Get rid of the rest of them. Try to get down to about maybe 10 females and a male. And then rebuild them again.
Man, that's kind of what we do. We got rid of our goats last year.
Well, I got 3 right there. You can about have. I hate a darn goat.
Hey, what's funny is people that's got goats hate sheep. People that got sheep hate goats.
Hi.
I think sheep 2-1 over the goat.
What are you doing?
One shot.
What are you doing, little goat? Hi.
Hey, what is his name? The old guy that's got the sheep and the cows?
Where? What
Yeah,
are we
on
talking
YouTube.
on YouTube? Sheep and goats?
Yeah. He's always saying he don't chase his goats. I mean sheep. Sheep and cows.
Okay, I was gonna say, Greg Judy.
Yeah, Gregjudy. You're watching the YouTube channel. What's Gregjudy? Yeah. He says
Hey.
that if when he decides to retire, he can get all his cows. He's got like 520 cows. He's got 5 or 6 farms, 12 farms, I think it is. He's got, thousands, a couple thousand. He just keeps rotating. He don't feed any feed. He doesn't put hay in the ground and stuff like it. Molds it out. He's got to put it on Gregjudy road. And he let rolls and stuff. And he just feeds that way. And what he does, he don't feed the sheep anything at all. Nothing except minerals. And
through the winter.
Even through the winter, he'll put them up in the woods. He said, sheep in the woods will come out fatter than a pig will.
Well, sheep are survivalists.
Yeah.
I have never wormed a sheep, even the meat, the ones.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say, because I'm not planning on worming none of my sheep.
I never vaccinated worm them unless they show me a sign that they need it.
Well, the only thing I plan on giving them is the CDT shot.
Right.
Other than that, if they haven't got it, I'll give that to them.
They ain't got it.
Yeah,
I feel like animals, and ourselves included, if you put the right stuff in them, your body's designed to heal itself for the most part. Now, sometimes you got to intervene, but
Well, see, he's got the St. Croix line of sheep, and he says that, he says.
Are you interested in any males, or?
No, I'm just really right now. What I want to do is put the females on grass, and then later on, like in November, December, whatever, get a male and throw in there with them.
That's about the perfect time.
And
that way they'll have babies this time next year. They'll be big enough, old enough. You got plenty of grass for them.
Right. We got 73 acres, and we got 30 something in fields. So.
Oh, so you've already got some sheep?
No,
we had goats. We got cows. We got cows right now. That's the reason I wanted to get some sheep. The goats, I didn't like goats on pasture. I put them in the woods, and we did better with there.
Yeah.
But by the time I put them in the woods and found out they were doing better in the woods than that, I was done frustrated with them. I took them off. I had my trailer down there backed into some fence and put my fence up there. I thought I'd kind of select a few.
Mm-hmm.
I went down there one day and they were all loaded. I just closed the door and took them to market.
Good Lord took care of that one for you.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the goats, man, I have constantly had to worm goats. Every goat I've ever had. And the sheep on the same pasture, no problem. I've never wormed a sheep. I've never given a shot to a sheep. I've never done anything to them. I've never trimmed their feet. Goats, oh gosh. Every month just about, you got to trim the goat hoof. It's awful. Yeah. And they get foot rot so easy. I've never had a problem with a sheep.
We had boar goats,
That's what
Sawnin. I've had everything. I even had a couple Kinko goats.
Kinkos are supposed to be pretty good, pretty tough.
That was my best. I was getting ready to say, those were my best goats.
Boars are pretty. We had some dapple boars and some registered. Man, you could sell them for good money, but you better sell them when they're young, because they might just fall over dead one day. No reason. Just you come in here and they're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, that's the reason I said. When they loaded herself in the trailer, that's the reason I thought, well, they're gone.
I still like to have a couple goats.
I would like to have some to stick in my woods other than that. But,
right.
But they say if you Greg Judy says if you winter your sheep in the woods, they'll come out fatter than anything.
I believe that. The sheep are survivalists.
And he says he likes the sheep because the sheep's hoofs is different, and they'll root down in, move the better than cows and stuff. They'll move snow and stuff around, and they'll get down there and eat all the grass that nobody else will eat. And I like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had my ruthers, it would be all sheep and llamas, and get rid of the few goats we got left.
When we first, when we were young and first starting out farming, we had a neighbor, and he really told us, we should get into sheep, and we were like, nah, we don't want sheep, we want cows.
But that's back when he had wool sheep.
Yeah, still. He said the money is in sheep, but we just never wanted to
Well, I was
have
allergic
sheep.
to wool, and we didn't know anything about a hair sheep back then either.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you this, if you want to test your marriage, you get out here on a hot July day, and you and your wife start trying to trim wool sheep. My wife said some words I've never heard before, and we got rid of wool sheep real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Well, see,
I don't want to work.
he was telling us we ought to get in sheep back when government was paying 50 cents a pound for wool. And you could sell it for 50 cents, and the government was kicking in another 50 cents. He was making $1. It was worth it.
Oh yeah.
But then the minute the government got out of it, and the money went down in the wool, he sold every one of his sheep.
That's the way it is with a lot of things. If the government would just kind of step back and let the markets regulate themselves.
Yeah.
And you know what? If somebody wants to sell milk for $10 a gallon or something, let them do it, and they'll go out of business. Let the markets figure it out what we need to pay or don't pay.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that.
And
they're going to equal the playing field, so everybody's equal on the same.
Yeah, that's stupid. See,
it's not made to be that way. Well, I agree. It's just not designed to be that way. It's designed if you'll put in the work the cream should come to the top most of the time. You put in the labor and effort. I couldn't vote for either one of them. I voted for the libertarian. Yeah, and I'm more of a libertarian. I
understand the libertarian thing, but
they ain't got a prayer to win.
The businessman, I had to vote for the businessman.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't vote for.
I wasn't necessarily against him, but like with the guns, he flip-flopped a lot on me. Where he talked about doing some things, some red flag laws and things, and that just kind of
There's the last one.
Oh,
There you go.
aren't they adorable?
Yep.
Well, they look comfy. I'm glad. I was getting a little nervous that they'd not have enough
Oh
room.
no, that's the reason I wanted to put the bigger ones there, and then work my way down to the small ones.
Yeah. They're eating cracked corn and like the sheep, sweet peas kind of mix pellets. Just make sure, and I'm sure you already know this, no feed with copper in it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I knew that. Although Greg Judy, he's got a mineral feeder that he pulls around, and his has got copper in it. They will eat copper, and they know how much they're supposed to have.
Really? And they won't eat no more?
They won't eat more than what their bodies will allow them to have.
Yeah.
I guess it probably makes them feel bad, just like if we eat something our body
Yeah.
doesn't
But
want.
he says that they have to have copper in it.
Huh.
He says people are under the false impression that sheep. He said now you can't feed with copper. You have to have it
Like
free
a
choice, a copper mineral. Like.
But that makes sense. Like a salt block with it's got some copper in it.
And you need to keep baking soda with it too.
Now I do that a lot of times.
Yeah, I keep baking soda with the goats and stuff, and then
But I do that a lot when I first wean them, because usually when I first wean them, especially if it's this time of year, and they're going from mama's milk to grain to grass, they're going to get a little diarrhea, and that'll help dry them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew about the baking soda and stuff like that. But yeah, I always heard you, but it's the copper that's in the feed.
Well, our little Tennessee goats are gonna be Kentucky goats now.
Welcome to Kentucky.
Welcome to Kentucky. Home sweet home. Gotta stop and get some brochures at the rest stop. Whee!
Head northeast toward I-65.
We didn't get any on the way to Tennessee because I decided not to do the stop, but I should have, so I could get some Tennessee brochures.
Let's see. Hello, am I talking now?
Yeah,
I didn't know I was talking. Well, we're going to check on these goats and see what happens. I mean, goats. That would be sheep. Sheep. about all I got to say about that.
They look like they're riding pretty good. Hard to tell in the van that's dark back there. How you guys doing? I don't see you very good. Hi, Eve. Hi, Eve. You're such a pretty puppy.
It sounds like it's okay.
You're such a pretty puppy.
When I drive the van out here, you're probably going to see a few sheep jump because they're leaning up against that Premier One fence.
Yeah, well.
And I'll read. Yeah, there's 10. They're called American Blackbellies, and supposedly they may be a little mixed, but that's on the mama side. The ram was a full-blooded American Blackbelly. At least that's what he told me. And since he had some bunch of the other ones there, it looked like they are. So I looked up the American Blackbelly the other day, and that's what they look like, except for the white one and the black ones. That's 10 young ewes. We'll be able to grass feed them, get them up, feed them, get them used to us, and hopefully everything will work out where we'll breed them this fall and have babies next year. And they'll be in our grass program, shall we say. Ain't that right, Eve?
And he's going to bring a bunch of babies.
A bunch of babies. I'm going to put the van on through.
You're going to do what?
I'm going to drive the van back through. So.
Don't forget the doors.
Yeah, I know. They don't want to leave that one little spot for some reason. There's always one. Turn around.